Hello and welcome to Prague. My name is Yannick and I'm a local here from Prague. And on today's episode of The Honest Guide, I will try to prepare you on how to stay safe during your travels in our lovely city. Let's start off by saying that our country, the country of Czech Republic, and our city, the lovely Prague, are very safe to travel to. But we would like to give you some examples of how to stay safe. And we'll start off by two examples that we do with Honza to prevent from getting into trouble. Number one, we always keep a copy of our documents, ID or passport, somewhere safe online. So we both have a copy of our passport on our Google Drive or on our Dropbox, so we don't have to carry it around the city and worry about it if we get it lost or if we get it stolen. So if we do run into a cop and he wants to see our documents, we do have it somewhere online. That is not the only thing how you can prepare before your travels. The other thing we do before we go somewhere is we look up stuff online. We usually use the site called Wikitravel that has great information, but not always up to date. That's why you're watching this video, so you get up-to-date information on Prague. Thanks Wikitravel, but I'll take it from here. Look, the only two real threats that you can face in Prague in terms of safety are money exchange places and taxi drivers. The bad ones, there's always good ones, but there's many of them that are bad. They're easily avoidable. Instead of exchanging your money at an exchange office, you can just pay with your card at most places. Or look up our map of honest exchange places. We have it on our site, honest.blog, you'll find it there. And on the topic of taxi drivers, we've made many videos about it. If you're a tourist and you'll get into a taxi on a popular tourist destination, if you see a lot of tourists around you and there's a taxi standing, you will be cheated. I guarantee you that, especially, for example, on the main train station. How to avoid it? Very simple. You can just walk. Prague is very easy to walk around. The city center is very small, short distances, so you don't need to take a taxi. If you don't want to walk, you can just use the public transport. It's very cheap. 90 minutes on the public transport will cost you 32 crowns, which is same as 1 kilometer on the Prague taxi. In very rare occasions, you can come across some street scammers. It's mostly guys who will try to change money with you on the street. Obviously, never ever do it, you'd be cheated, but don't look at it from the bad point of view, like, oh, there was a scammer on the street of Prague. Look at it from the positive point of view. Oh look, a scammer, I'm gonna take a scam fee, send it to The Honest Guide and make the two guys happy. Oh, you don't know what a scam fee is? It's a selfie with a scammer, and we have a full collection of those. Pickpocketing, that's like the real danger, right? Yeah, not really. If you keep your belongings safe, in other words, I always keep my wallet front pocket, my phone front pocket, nothing can really happen to you. The most pickpocket cases happen, for example, in a restaurant when you put your backpack somewhere or leave your coat somewhere, somebody may snuck something from it. But once again, if you use common sense, nothing like that's gonna happen to you, don't worry. By the way, my backpack's over there. It looks pretty safe. Speaking of your wallet, if you lose it, it sucks. And if you lose it and have a lot of money in it, it sucks ×2. So there's no reason to carry too much cash around. Prague is almost cashless. You can really pay with your card nearly anywhere. And if you can't, just go to the store next door and most likely you will be able to pay with your card. If you lose your card, you can easily block it. But if you lose 5,000 crowns, there's no way getting it back. As we're halfway through the video, I would like to thank the partner of our video for today. It's NordPass. We're trying to keep you safe in the offline world, and these guys try to keep you safe in the online world. What NordPass does is they protect your passwords and your personal data in one place, so you don't need to remember your passwords, think up new passwords every time you log in somewhere. NordPass does it for you. The best part of this is that it is completely free. It runs obviously across platforms, your notebook, your PC, your cell phone, and they keep stuff safe. So for safety here, you're watching the right video. For safety in the online world, go below the video into the description where you'll find link for NordPass. And thank you guys for partnering with us. Moving on to things that can happen in the offline world. You can get drunk. Yes, we do drink alcohol, maybe you do too, and sometimes you get drunk. But listen, don't go crazy. You're in a foreign city, in a foreign country. Bad things can happen if you get toasted. You can lose your things can get stolen from you because you're the easiest victim if you're drunk somewhere. So drink responsibly. I know everybody says that, but think about it. Really, don't go crazy, please. Also, if you came to Prague thinking, hey, there's no limits on drinking alcohol in the streets, there's no laws, well, that is not true at all. It's very restricted in the city center. Many of the streets are illegal to drink alcohol on, and some tourists are very surprised when they're approached by a cop and are giving a fine for drinking in public. So be very careful and maybe just don't do that. Pubs are made for drinking, not the streets. Do you see any love locks on this fence? No, you don't, because I cut them off. So do not bring love locks to Prague. What you can bring is a lock if you're staying at a hostel, so you can lock your belongings there. Many backpackers still come to Prague. There's great hostels around, so maybe keep that in mind. The most common crime in Prague is none of those that we mentioned. It's actually car theft or breaking into somebody's car. So if you do drive into Prague, you better know where you park it. If you park it on a dodgy street that is dark, it can happen that somebody will break into your car and steal stuff from it, or even steal the entire car. So either look up a place where to safely park your car, or simply come on a train or a plane, or you can even walk to Prague. Depends on where you're coming from, obviously. If you do walk to Prague, let us know, we're curious. Like, I just walked here from Tokyo. As I've mentioned, there may be unsafe places to park your car, but I cannot think of any unsafe place to go to walk through, or to stay at. So once again, Prague is very, very safe. There's a bee behind you, man. That's the real danger here. By the way, we just did some online research, and according to some list, we're the 9th, or did you say 11th? We're the 11th safest country in the world. Oh. Many of the little dangers that we mentioned can easily be solved by calling out to police, the municipal police. Its number is 156, and if you give them enough information, they will be more than happy to help you. If you're in a life-threatening danger, you dial 112, which is the emergency line for police, ambulance, and fire department. Yeah, man, I'm about to dial 112 on that dog. Even though we're locals, we can never put ourselves really in the shoes of a tourist in Prague. So maybe if you've been here and you had a bad experience about something, and something was not safe, let us know in the comments. We will read it because we want to find out more about our city through your eyes. That's it from us. I hope you will come to Prague. It is beautiful and safe, and I'll see you then. Ahoj! And a Czech word at the end is bezpečí, safety. Bezpečí, safety. Take me to safety. Vemte mě do bezpečí. Would you say that? Yeah, maybe.